Dear Mr. Toastmaster, dear fellow Toastmasters, what if I told you that you hold the key to open a door to a world of which you had only so far very vague idea, you barely knew it existed. But now you can open the door, wide open, you can step through it. And what can you see? A world that is more vivid, more colorful than you ever imagined it would be. You can experience in a completely new way, and it's fascinating. It's engaging. Wouldn't it be worth opening the door? The good thing is, you already possess the key. You already hold it in your hand. The only thing you have to do is open the door, step through it. And I would like to encourage you to make use of that key, to open the door and enter that new world. The key that I'm talking about is learning a foreign language. Learning a foreign language is a key for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, learning a foreign language enables you to talk to other people. Well, that sounds obvious. That's what languages are for. But if you know a foreign language, even just a few words, from then on, you can speak to millions and millions, in some cases, even billions of people with whom you couldn't interact before. Now you can talk to them, listen to them, and you can learn from them. Reason number 2, why learning foreign language is the key. Knowing a language and knowing how native speakers use that language enables you to understand how they think, and you can understand the subtleties, the verbal and non-verbal subtleties that they use. For example, the majority of you club members are US citizens. And I assume that you quite often use words like outstanding, terrific, fascinating. Well, Germans are a bit down to earth when it comes to that, more sober. Usually you just get a good or a good. That would be the equivalent to outstanding. But Berliners are a different kind of animals. They are known to be gruff and rude. So the highest compliment you can get from a Berliner is, da kann man nicht meckern. You cannot complain about it. But if you know German, the German language, you can interpret this as outstanding, Berlin style. So let's come to reason number 3, why learning foreign language is a key. It's also a key in the sense that it's a sign of respect, because if you learn a foreign language, you make the effort to learn the language of your counterpart, of your interlocutor. You don't expect her or him to learn your language. And especially if you learn a language that is not widely spoken, your effort is tremendously appreciated. And on top of that, so reason 4 of 3, learning foreign languages is fun. Perceive foreign languages as a puzzle. You can always add new pieces to it. And the more pieces you add to this puzzle, the more complete it gets. The more you know, the more topics you can talk about. The more people you can talk to or listen to and learn about. So the more colorful and complete the world of foreign language gets. But don't get me wrong. I don't want to claim that learning foreign languages is always easy. It's not always copacetic. It's also difficult. It can be hard, really hard. And you will make mistakes, no matter how advanced you are and how comfortable you feel with that language. Just to use one example. I used to live and study for 1 year in St. Petersburg, Russia. I was immersed in that language. Totally surrounded by Russian 24/7. And at some point, I even started dreaming in Russian. I think it was a good sign that I really is getting closer to language and I felt more comfortable using it. And I have to admit, I felt quite proud of myself. And then Christmas break came closer and I wanted to travel back home to Germany to spend time there with friends, family, had my girlfriends. And so we had a party with Russian students, fellow students, and I want to tell them that I will be for 4 weeks at my girlfriend. Well, prepositions are always a bit tricky in Russian. I was aware of the prepositions v and na. V means in. I want to be 4 weeks. Nah, I don't want to tell you that. So by exclusion, it had to be nah. And here I was. I told them, fully convinced, and again, proud of myself, mastering the dreadful Russian pronouns. Я буду читировать на девушке. Silence. Then someone said finally, Vietnaya девушка. Poor girl. And they all bursted out laughing. After some time, when they had recovered, they told me about a different preposition, u, and I should have used that because I told them, again, fully convinced, I will be for 4 weeks on my girlfriend. So some of you might say that is a living proof why you should never, ever use a foreign language when you're not perfect in that language. But let me say, no, definitely not. It was an awkward situation, definitely. Is what weird? Sure, but it was also fun. And on top of that, there's a positive side. I never, ever forgot about the existence of the preposition u. So today, there are luckily countless of apps like Duolingo or Busuu or platforms like Preply that help you learn a foreign language, that motivate you learning it, that help you finding your key to that new world. Dear fellow Toastmasters, no matter if you're at the very beginning of learning a foreign language, if you're advanced skills, or if you're prospective language experts, you can always improve in that language. There's always more to learn. You can always refine your key. So it's up to you to decide, how do you want to spend your next vacation abroad? Do you want to use your mobile phone and Google Translate? Or do you want to talk to locals? Do you want to heckle on the market? Do you want to read street signs by yourself? Do you want to talk with a taxi driver and let you tell the latest gossip? Or do you just want to merely sit back in the car, look out of the window, silent? The choice is yours. You hold the key in your hand, and I wholeheartedly encourage you, make use of that key. You won't regret it, Mr. Toastmaster.